post office.
Woo, 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 woo! Yeah, let's do this. Old my grill. Let's show this beer off. Hey, we've had it before. You can call us on that. Dan Buckley.
I don't think so. I don't think we've had it.
My monkey.
It's for Victory. It's look at the price tag on it. That's how we paid $10 for that.
Yeah, this is Matt.
American,
Matt
not Canadian. Not Canadian. Yeah, Mike takes all the price tags off.
I do.
They sit in this house.
Actually,
I just bought this. Is hot off the presses, I believe. White Monkey.
So fresh.
Let's read what this is.
So fresh. Welcome to Inside the Ant Farm, by the way, guys.
Malt beverage aged in wine barrels.
We roasting or what?
Yeah, I had to read it first.
Roasting and toasting.
Toast. Mike's in a hurry. He's got somewhere to be. Rehearsal.
Since we're doing this pretty early, if you can't tell from the
sign out,
the sign that's coming out from the back of this guy's head. He's not an angel. He's just backlit.
So how you doing?
I'm doing
Fast
great.
Eddie.
I'm doing great.
Yeah, I was wearing the Q shirt last week.
The same shirt. Guess who got you that shirt, Matt? You're welcome.
Yeah. I got it from Caramello Anthony, actually.
Yeah, sure.
So you said you're good.
No, you got it from Caramello Anthony. He's the candy bar.
Caramello. I'm delicious.
I'm good. My little boy is he's crawling.
Oh, he looked over.
Yeah, he knows his name. He's crawling now.
We have the same rattle. Right there.
He's also standing up slightly, and then falling over, but he's standing up.
Yep. Good luck on that.
And ripping everything off shelves.
And then he'll continue standing up, then he'll continue walking, then he'll continue running, then you'll never have a moment's peace again.
Yeah, we already don't have a moment's peace because he doesn't want to be put down ever.
Whatever, you sleep.
I do. Drink. I don't have what he needs in my boobs.
Or do you? Nope. Like, there's just fur here. And I'm good. Thanks for asking. I'm doing pretty good.
We've already, our fans have established. It's not even just me.
Our fans?
Our fans have said, we don't want to hear how Matt is.
Yeah?
Stop asking about
Who said that?
it. Well, there's Jim. There's Fast Eddie.
You're Fast Eddie. We already established that.
Lobot, the character from The Empire Strikes Back.
I was going to say, is that a robot Jessica Chobot?
No. Lobot's the bald guy from Cloud City with the weird things on the sides.
It's not Get Baka?
He's
okay.
Lobot. His name's Lobot.
Alright, good.
Trivia, little trivia, man.
We did watch the Star Wars Trilogy, actually, the OG trilogy. We had Aiden watch it with us the other day. So.
See, Jayme had not had a good viewing of it in a while, and she stayed about the same amount of plus as she was last time. But I said, you know what? I want to watch
I
it.
enjoyed it. It was acceptable. Whereas when I saw it when I was like 9 or 8, I thought it was highly overrated and a piece of crap. Whereas now I watched it, and it's still
going.
Like 30
This whole part will be
it's
cut out.
enjoyable.
This is where we'll put the theme song right over here. Inside the Ant Farm. Inside the Ant Farm.
Don't misquote
Inside
me
the Ant
if you don't mean to
Farm.
interrupt.
Okay, let's get into this.
I didn't misquote you. I said plus.
So Amelia Clark, who plays Daenerys on Game of Thrones, has stated there's a 50-50 chance that a certain character is alive. Now I'm going to give the spoiler away because you should have watched it by now, and if you haven't seen the spoiler, then you haven't been on the internet because it's been all over. So the spoiler is right here, just so you know, right at this moment. So just go back and watch all of Game of Thrones and start from this moment right here. Whenever this, what is it? 3:35.
Matt's gonna make a sign when the spoilers are going. What's the sign gonna be? Do this. Say spoilers are starting now. When he does that again, it means the spoilers are over. Okay, go.
Okay, so she says there's a 50-50 chance that Jon Snow is still alive. Even if you saw the last scene of this season, it was not looking too good for him. And in the books, this is actually mirrors the books almost exactly to what happened to Jon Snow in the books. But it is the last book that we've seen, so we don't know in the books what happened to him either. There's no analog or precedence for this. So,
Matt, I'm gonna go like this. I'm gonna take it one step farther. You know why? I'm gonna challenge you to go see the last see the last episode again and watch those last few seconds. If you look in those last few seconds when the camera closes up on his face, you see his eyes turn purple.
Well,
you know what that means, so man.
There's two different theories. Listen. There's one, and this is a theory that a lot of people like for some reason. But I don't think this is going to be it. Although I kind of like it too. I don't know. There's a couple different ways it could go because he was pretty dead. Yeah, he was
He's bone zoned.
There's one that he comes back as a White Walker.
Not happening.
that he would be like some kind of white. Somehow he'd be a White Walker that could help out the good guys type thing instead of being a bad White Walker. Because no one would make Jon Snow a bad White Walker. That'd be horrible. That'd be an awful idea. Another one is Melisandre did come in like 10 minutes before that, so that's
and you know what she likes.
Well, she definitely wanted some Jon Snow before that, so and now that her hubby's her flame hubby, what do you call Stannis? I don't know.
Dead,
but maybe she'll be making some Jon Snow wraith soon. Who knows? The theories I saw were either he's warging, or he is the Messiah of Melisandre's thing. I can't remember the name. It was like Tyranny. Oh yeah, okay.
Yeah. And those are the two. And they gave the theory because Melisandre was there, so she could technically.
And she had great interest in him before that.
Well, and also there's some other prophecy that they quoted from the book that was like, oh, he will fall into darkness and then he will rise as something like that.
That'd be really weird because he was of the old religion. Then he would technically be the Lord of Light, reborn-ish. So that'd be really weird. But he's not going to die.
The other thing he's warging, not to be confused with shrimping.
Yeah, that'd be really weird though because he wars. How does he get? Is he just gonna have to be a wolf for the rest of his life or something?
He's like
his wolf is there.
Yeah,
Ghost is there. So
that's what I said. Ghost recently came back,
and Ghost is
yes.
That would be appropriate actually.
You're welcome. Okay, but now this is do your sign. Okay, now you can start watching it. I'm gonna have to now look at this.
Just watch for the fast forward when you fast forward, and then do that. Watch for that.
And I'm gonna put a sound over it. Okay, Matt. So that was a great theory. And whatever, that's it. That's all we're gonna say about that. So Matt, how about this? The Mafia 3, the game. The reveal's coming soon.
I'm excited.
Have you played Mafia 2?
No.
Mafia 2.
Mafia
2 is a great game.
It's super boring.
Mafia 2 is actually a lot of fun if you find it. I would say if you find it for like a low price, like under $10. Great story. It's very like GTA 3 like it's not like an extensive story. It's a little linear.
So you're saying Craig's
but it's a lot of fun.
Or
it's a lot of fun.
Is there any number 7s with extra dip in it? Is that what
yes. It's the Italian with the number 7 extra meatballs. So
Did you take the key off my laptop?
Okay, okay. That's kind of exciting. So I really like the story for Mafia 2. It was a fun little crime story, and it turned out pretty good in the end. Like I think I would give it like on a scale of like 1 to 10, I'd probably give it like an 8.
So what do you think you can see coming out of this though? Like, do you think that how could they make this better?
Well, I think they're just. I feel like they're either going to go with like some other branch of the family from 2, or they're just going to go with like a whole new thing. I don't know yet, but that
maybe they can do 2 crime families versus each other, and you can choose to be a part of one of them or something like that.
I don't know if they'll do something that I feel like they're going to stick with the linear storyline. I don't think they're going to branch out too much.
Because I want to be with the Sharks, not the Jets.
Was that just a setup for your bad joke?
No.
Oh, boy. None of those are mafias, by the way. They're gangs.
The Sharks, not the Jets. I'm sticking with it. So here's a little cool little tidbit I heard. Patrick Decelliers. I don't know how to say that's French, but he is basically the mastermind behind the Assassin's Creed franchise. He has branched out.
Be French then, right?
As he left Ubisoft, he's branched out, and he is getting a new game started up called Ancestors: The Humankind Odyssey.
That's a name.
Now, this is just he was just talking theory about there's no stills or anything we've seen for it yet. But basically he said Civilization meets the Assassin's Creed engine somehow. And
you're gonna be like a dude climbing up like caves and stuff.
Well, it starts from the beginning of humankind as we know it, like modern man coming out of the cave type thing, to present, which seems like a large swath of time if you're trying to use an Assassin's Creed dynamic in it.
So it's basically just doing another Assassin's Creed, but starting earlier?
Like you start as a caveman climbing up walls? I don't know. I have no clue. But he said that... But this game seems to branch over a multi-generational time period. And he says, the line he said is, your ancestors will wear the scars of your choices.
Also, like if you get sliced and your friend, your guy in the future is a slice.
No, I'm thinking I'm thinking like you decide to burn all the trees to plant this stuff or something like that. Then later,
hashish.
You run out of trees or something. I don't and like
smoking weed every day.
Like maybe there'll be a lot of smoke in the air. It'll be like an industrial revolution or something like that. I'm
thinking, or maybe if you instead you choose to just like chill in the woods, you'll get like polio.
Because it basically said like the people evolve with the way you play the story, which sounds like it could be cool, and it sounds like it could be way too complicated to.
I gotta see more. I gotta see more info.
It's like Assassin's Creed was a great theory, but when you overarch it, especially with the Animus story, it gets a little much. Like you don't know.
Well, Assassin's Creed 2 fails on so many levels, especially with the Desmond storyline and just like.
I wouldn't say fails. I'd say the Assassin's Creed 2 story fails because of the Animus, but the other parts of the story are good. Like Ezio's story is great. It's a lot of fun.
Which is why they should have stuck with those.
Yeah, that's really that's a lot of people say.
Hey, you have to follow me, Desmond, to the next room. Okay, I'm
like when you're walking in, well, that's really in 3 you're thinking.
I can't run, I have to walk.
You do that in 3 actually, and like collect, and you're like picking up like notes and reading them, and you're like, oh, I have to find all the notes for some reason, like post-it notes. Post-it notes. That's one of the missions that you have to look for post-it notes. So, but this guy has a lot of great theories if they can be put into a game. We'll see.
Show me some pictures. I'm not getting.
He's not there yet. I'm not too excited for you, but I want to see more about.
Unity beat it out of me,
and I like Assassin's Creed. I like Unity, so
I know you did, Matt. You loved Unity. You're a mark. We get it. So how about this, Matt? We have some titles, Matt. We have some sequel titles incoming. Okay. So guess what Guardians of the Galaxy sequel title is, Matt?
I already know, but
Guardians of the Galaxy Volume 2.
It's like the Austin mix, but it's
that's right, man. It's also like Volume 2 of like a comic series, That's why I was down. That's what. Whatever. That's what
a lot of people did. A lot of people didn't really get. It maybe was
the story is what
too in the mode for some people.
You can't put like a big thing there because it's already Guardians of the Galaxy. Guardians of the Galaxy. This time they're gonna kill Thanos or something like. It's way too long. You have to just put something, or even just put 2. But the Volume 2 is just kind of a one-off to the fans, and I like it.
Okay,
I'm all for it. How about this, Matt? Star Trek 3 is going to be called Star Trek Beyond. Beyond!
So basically it's Star Trek Dead, Bath, and Beyond, is that what you're saying?
Well, on the ship, it's all branded now. Because
they start out in a bed bath, and then they go beyond.
Well,
they open the back door.
Supposedly this one, which I believe is, I think Justin Lin is the director.
Justin Lin is the director.
Is going to be more about them on the mission in
This
space.
is a 5-year mission. This is because they haven't started the 5-year mission yet.
No, because they're too busy killing Romulans.
They're too busy just beating stuff up and
beating up.
So now they're finally going to get commissioned to do the 5-year mission because of the stuff.
The commission to
the good things they did, like blow up San Francisco.
The commission to do the mission.
I
feel like that could be a good rap.
And sort of bring Khan to Earth before destroying him, and doing lots of damage. Oops.
Maybe they'll find another species, bring them to Earth, and then kill them. That'd be fun. Suppose there's gonna be a lot of alien visuals.
I think there's gonna be more Klingons too, which would be kind of cool to flesh out the Klingon dynamics. They were kind of just a backstory in the last one. They're like the very secondary, not even a villain really. I mean, you're on their planet, so they're mad at you. They're allowed to be mad at you. You're on their planet. Yeah. Maybe there'll be a consequence to that. Like, hey, these guys landed on our planet. You guys did an act of war by doing this, and
if there's anyone that's gonna do that, it's the Klingons.
Yeah, so it could be interesting to see.
Or maybe they're both racing for the same thing. Like they're both going to this planet. The Federation is going there to like kind of befriend them because that's what. Except of course there's those jerks in the background. There's those couple jerks in the background like it's to get the minerals, and then you have the Klingons that are we're definitely just getting their minerals. We don't care about them. We're war people. We're gonna assimilate. We'll get them into our culture, but otherwise we'll just beat them up and take their stuff.
Beat them up and take them. I think that's what it says on the ship. We beat you up. We take.
Well,
your
it's
stuff.
The Klingon creed is beat you up and take your stuff.
So, beat you up. We take your stuff.
But it's in Klingon. It's not kapla.
For some reason, it's in English. It's really weird. Doesn't make any sense.
It's gonna happen, man. J.J. Abrams is lazy about it.
It's like we put a vocal translator in.
Universal translator.
Everything sounds like English.
We all speak English.
America, America, America.
It's like we have the universal translators in our ears, man.
No, we just conquered everyone and made them speak English. And then it's not like in Firefly where everybody speaks Chinese.
Go Ram aliens.
Little custom Chinese. We were just speaking of Justin Lin as a good director. There's another good director that is leaving a promising franchise, and it's kind of looks like it's maybe a tailspin now. Justice League Dark has lost Guillermo Del Toro, who was a great creative director for Justice League Dark.
It was a surprise though. The guy picks way too much stuff up. He just throws it all, and then he throws like 50 things on the ground in case one thing. He does it all the time, and it's really makes me lose respect for him. Because there's so many projects that he gets attached to, and he's like, I'm really excited about this, and then he just, oh, never mind, I see you later.
Is that his accent?
Yeah, he actually talks like that. I see you later, and then he's like, okay, thanks, Guillermo, you're a jerk.
He goes,
I'm a Wario! It's not that bad, but that was kind of racist.
No, that was yours. No. Was racist. But, anyway, so he has left, they're kind of in tailspin now, because that was their main focal point, really, to buyers to get into this. It's not like a main Justice League movie, and even Justice League isn't really a main like Avengers movie at this point. It's untested, unproven. So this is kind of like the Guardians of the Galaxy, but you don't know what's going to happen with it. Whereas Guardians of the Galaxy was a hit.
None of them are fun.
Well, is Guardians of the Galaxy is a hit? Well, I mean, if you got like Constantine, you know, the dude who played Constantine on NBC. He could be fun, you know. There's people that could be fun.
They're going to recast all those guys. It doesn't matter. Yeah, that's why I can't get into anything DC's doing, because they keep just doing stupid little mental things. You know, they're just like, you have a great Flash. Let's recast him. Why? You recast Superman every like 3 years now. It's like, come on, man. I mean, just stick with the guy. I mean, you just did a Batman franchise like not even 5 years ago, and you got another Batman now. It's like it's really hard to get invested in the characters, and they did the same thing like with their stupid comics too. Like New 52 just went to Convergence, and now there's new stuff there too. And it's like, I'm trying to like you again. Stop changing when I get comfortable with you. Like I just started reading DC, like a couple of DC comics before they went to Convergence, and I'm like, no, fool me once, shame on me. You know what I'm saying? You know, but now I'm not getting fooled again.
Yeah, but Superman has jeans now, so.
And Lois Lane has outed him.
So he's got a t-shirt and jeans, and he's like, I'm super cool, man.
He's like, I'm not wearing a suit anymore, because whatever, everyone knows who I am. Just like, put the jeans on.
So I got these Ed Hardys on now.
And he's like
Wrangler.
He's like a Led Zeppelin wore a Led Zeppelin t-shirt, too. Like, he's wearing a t-shirt with his own S on it.
Like, that means hope. That's what he's wearing.
It's franchise.
He's telling everyone hope.
It's franchise, man. Do you know what I'm saying? Like, obviously someone's made that t-shirt for him.
This is hope. That's why.
They probably charge other people for the t-shirt.
Hope to you.
Like, that's an S. Like, no, my planet's hope. Your planet's gone. Well,
Because you've never worn your Ant Farm shirts at an Ant Farm gig?
Yes, but we're not we're not Superman. But thanks. You want to join? Take a seat. Otherwise, thanks.
Uh-oh.
I only got one thing left on here, so it's probably the same thing you got.
I have a couple things left. Because, Matt, the new Star Wars game has been described as in the style of Uncharted.
I did hear something about this, but why? Why is that? Why would you do
basically,
that? It's. I guess you're a bounty hunter, maybe.
They're saying because Amy Hennig is doing this, it's kind of a homage also to Star Wars 1313, which was in that style. Okay. So that's promising.
Okay,
that's very promising to me. I'm down with it. Plus, it's Amy Hennig. We're doing the story. She did the Uncharted 1 through 3.
Okay, you know? I like Uncharted, so I will like this game by default, unless they screw me over and like. It's the same thing as Uncharted. I am an older person that, you know, I'm a Mandalorian. It's like Nate L. I don't know. I'm Twi'lek. Yeah, look, and I got the head tail thing. I play with my head tail. I smoke a cigar. It's fine.
Yeah, I'm down with them. And Nolan North, by the way, added a bunch of stuff.
Yeah, speaking of Uncharted, Nolan North had a big interview, a decent-sized interview about Uncharted 4, but he also let slip another little juicy morsel.
Did he? What was that, man? I don't have it written on this paper.
So they asked if he was doing anything with if he had any other projects coming up, and he said, "Well, they haven't heard anything about. I know The Last of Us 2 is being made." Okay, then you go with the quote then.
I know they're doing The Last of Us 2, but my character in The Last of Us kind of had an untimely demise.
Now, there's a lot that can be said about this because Nolan North actually is one of the people that's usually in the know with any Naughty Dog stuff. Because he's one of their main
he's
actors.
beloved.
He's one of their main voice actors.
He's beloved.
But
he's got his own parking spot.
He said he doesn't really know anything about it. He's not in it.
So in a related note, Troy Baker, they asked him the next day about it, and he claims that he doesn't know that they're making the last one.
He's heard nothing. He didn't say he didn't. They weren't making one. He said he's heard.
He basically
nothing.
just claims ignorance.
Yeah, he just completely claimed ignorance. Which
it's like they wouldn't tell me, the guy that does Joel.
Well, he's also said something to the effect that there's a lot of change in the 20 years, and maybe
it'll be 20 years after.
Yeah,
that.
maybe he wouldn't be around. And maybe there'd be an older Ellie. I think that'd be cool to have Ellie as the main protagonist. Like the person you were moving.
Sexy grown-up Ellie?
Well, she'd be a hardened Ellie because she'd been out in this... Whatever's been going on. Hopefully it's not been 20 years. Well, you still have that many zombies for 20 years. I mean, you figure they'd fix something by then. But
what is going to be like what's the end game now of this? They already... I'm not going to spoil anything, but they already did stuff at the end of the first one that were kind of...
Yeah, but the end didn't resolve the world. It only resolved her life for a short while. So, I mean, there's a lot of stuff they can do. Yeah. Maybe she helps do something to resolve the world or something. Like, she could even become a messiah figure, some would say, with the way the game ended.
Or maybe she's just going to kill the beginning of the first one, and then some other one, some little dude takes over. I'm a little person.
Or maybe she has to go find Joel. Maybe something happens where she, they could
only Joel can save us. Or 20 years in the future.
Well, I don't think it's going to be that far. I think it'd be like 5 years. Like, she'd be just an adult because Ashley Johnson is an adult. So it would make...
She would finally get to play one.
Yeah, she could play an adult. And so, like, they make her an adult, and they could have, like, stuff that had happened in her life. So you'd get a little backstory involved in the last 5 years.
Girlfriend?
Maybe she's got a girlfriend. Maybe she's got a girlfriend. She does. Or maybe she just has shunned all love because of all the stuff that's happened to her so bad and all the people she's lost.
Maybe because if she does anything with them, she gives them...
Maybe she's lost Joel, for all you know, because he was...
Or loses Joel at the beginning,
and he's one of those people that's kind of a grifter almost. So
that could be powerful. Like they're like the beginning. It starts out with them together, like doing something, and then then he's lost at the beginning. Like kind of like it mirrors the beginning of The Last of Us with his daughter.
Sure,
that would be interesting. I think. Okay, guys. So if Neil Druckmann, I know you watch this. If you want to hire us for any story points or anything,
we could do it.
We're free
because I would spend. That would be my dream job, is writing a story for Last of Us 2.
You heard him, Neil. So, vote one for Miguel.
We'll see if we can, I'll tag him on Facebook or something. I'll tag him on Facebook on my post and see if he'll...
Okay, you're hired. I don't know what this accent is. English. You're hired. I am
now
Irish.
He's not going to hire us because we made fun of him.
He won't get this far. He'll get to that part and then he'll cut it off and then he'll be like, I got to hire them.
I got to stop the presses. Get these guys.
So did I have one more thing for this? Yeah, and this all started with the Last of Us stuff because he was talking about Troy Baker playing his brother in Uncharted 4. So that was I thought that was pretty cool. And another reason to play Uncharted 4.
Well, like you to one if you saw the gameplay trailer. That thing was bananas.
So that's all I got. This is a nice short one. We kind of, unfortunately, we had a kind of a short turnaround.
Maybe not even too long.
We had a short turnaround this week. We had the.
I know. I thought this was pretty chunky for a short turnaround. I thought we did pretty good. So.
And there's going to be a ton of things that happen after today, which today is Tuesday, by the way. Friday for you guys. But yeah, there's going to be a ton of stuff that happens tomorrow.
And look, the sun's still up.
I know this.
Look how good we did. Thanks for coming, guys.
Stay classy.
Finn.
Fang.
Bye. Bye.